Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Toronto Huskies. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Toronto Huskies. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded at the 2, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags, and they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rucker, quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and
I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Throwing on third and long. Rucker throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down. Rucker. And his throw is incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Looking to throw. Rucker firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rucker looking middle, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Rucker. Going to throw right side here, complete. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st down, Bush, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw on 3rd down, Rucker. And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready. Check back 11. Check back 11. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Flood.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rucker going up top. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Bush. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Rucker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Weber. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Throwing on first down. Rucker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Rucker. It's complete to Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Rucker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Rucker. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rucker. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Rucker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Rucker. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Still on his feet. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4. Third and 4.
On 3rd down, Madison. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. You know, despite the scoreline, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got 3.
From the gun, Rucker. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw, and you know how sometimes coaches talk about using short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And touchdown! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Welcome back to Toronto. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Rucker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 23-yard run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce big-time points put on the board by him.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rucker, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The throw over the middle taken in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Rucker, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, ready? Check back 11. Here we go, D. All day.
throwing on first down. Rucker. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will have a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on third and long. Rucker throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Operating from the gun, Rucker, and he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down. Rucker, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
From the gun, Rucker. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A gain of 3, second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.